Welcome, people. Episode 10 of Inside Harmony Rucker League. I am Walker Ward alongside with me, Mason Howard. We're here. We're live. We're filming this on Tuesday, July 22nd, tomorrow, 23rd, my parents' anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
They're not going to see this, but if by the off chance they do, congratulations, Mom and Dad. Coming off the final regular season weekend for Rucker League, which is crazy that's it's already done. Black Panthers remain on top all year. Gators, unfortunately, take a hard one, but they are on the bottom. They're going to be in the play-in. Colt Landers at the beginning of the year. People were calling him not a shooter. We can confirm he is an active shooter at this point in time.
I will say, I mean, you could see it on everybody's faces. Colt Landers is an active shooter at that Harmony Rucker League, and it was something to see. It was a sight to see. It was to be on the other side of that shooting it wasn't fun. I'll say that. It was not fun to watch that ball go in the bucket time after time again. So I agree with that statement.
Colt confirmed shooter. Ethan Lane confirmed hard.
Very hard. Oh my God.
Quincy Berlin confirmed to have a good time in Iota days.
Yeah, I mean it was usually you like to be the last game. My Hunters played Quincy last game. Usually you like that, but I think he had sweated out all that good time by the time the last game rolled around. So we were their only win of the night against the Hunters.
I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you gonna say about Ethan Lane there?
I was gonna say you were telling me a story about how you confirmed he is hard.
Yeah, I took a elbow to the chin. I thought I chipped something, but
There should be some MVP. There should be like a hardest man in the league award, and it should go to him because man,
he needs a Blue Chew sponsorship, but that's besides the point. Maybe he doesn't need it because he's already hard enough.
Never get hard enough.
So yeah, we have all those confirmations of a shooter, hard, good time. One thing we don't have confirmation on is John Prestiman. He did not play this last weekend. Gators are in the play-in. Will he play this weekend? Here's another thing, though, I want to talk about before we get way off and dive deep into some of these playoff stuff. I want to give Big E, Ethan Kingsley, his flowers. We have witnessed what I would say. I mean, I'm not saying that he is the vital piece of this team that is like, oh my gosh, like Big E's out there cooking everybody. But he's really come out of his shell after this getting traded away from the Knights to the Suns. And the Suns put up a 3-0 weekend this week. We have Fillmore, the Cat.
We know you guys missed him after a couple weeks of no Fillmore appearance. It's been since his birthday.
He is back. Last week he was murdering a moth in front of us, so that was graphic. We had to blur that out for the viewers at home.
Yeah, that was something.
But no,
Big E, man.
He has just, he didn't have the best shooting performance this weekend, but there was times where he was hitting shots. I feel like he's really come out of his shell and has kind of emerged into a good third piece to pair with Jay Brink and Trey Matheson on that Suns team. And on the flip side, so I would say the Suns did well in that trade, right?
Yes, agreed.
They got better. They improved. But on the flip side, so did the Knights. Now, I get they didn't really have their best weekend, but I think the Knights improved in the trade too. So overall, some people were against trades. We had Carson Keeney vocalized his opinion and saying that he thinks trades are stupid. And Carson, offer still stands. Come on
the podcast, Carson.
You know where I live. Like, we can work around this. If you need to fly the jet, like, we can set up my street as a runway. Did you know that Carson is going to school to be a pilot?
Yes, I didn't know that. I would say we should do it from the jet while he's flying. We're in the cockpit.
Yes.
You two up in the pilot seat. I'm in the little love chair in the back, just kind of sitting there waiting for my turn, and then we all do a big podcast from there.
So, Carson, offer stands. Come on over. I know you want to be on the podcast.
Get on the pod. We want you on the podcast.
We want you on the podcast.
Think about all the owners. That's one that you really don't hear
We
from
got a spot
at all.
from you. Yeah. You do not. Because rumor has it, he's a pilot, right?
Yeah.
He is 9,000 feet. I don't even know what planes fly at, to be honest.
I heard you watch us from the Rucker League from up there.
He is flying over top.
Yes.
Getting all the information, Top Gun style, basically.
Do you think that for the championship game, do you think that for the finals, do you think that when we did the national anthem, he would fly his jet
we
over?
We could get a flyover. We got to get okay. Here's something we should look into. We need a national anthem for the finals.
We do.
I want okay, so you can look back at greatest. We can't have was it Fergie?
Sorry.
We can't have that.
No.
But I want some Chris Stapleton before the Super Bowl national anthem.
Oh.
Where, Nick Sirianni is sitting
Tears.
there, tears down his eyes. If I was in Nick Sirianni's shoes in that situation, I have Chris Stapleton out there performing one of the most beautiful national anthems, the flyover. You're in the Super Bowl. It's your first Super Bowl. I'm in tears. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
Must be an amazing moment. I have the artist that can do it for us.
Oh.
Lil Bergie, hometown kid.
Oh my God, yes. We get Lil Bergie.
Lil Berg on the track. Oh, say.
Oh my. All right. Let's put it out there. Carson Berg, former Rucker League player, hometown kid, get a national anthem. We want you for the finals to perform. Carson Keeney is going to do the flyover. It's going to be electric. We'll get the Lions Club or whoever.
We'll put the full flag, the big one, and we'll just cover the court. And
cover the court.
We'll be
waving it, and it's going to be amazing. But we can't get to the finals. We can't talk about we can't talk about any of the playoffs until we talk about the play-in.
The play-in, yes. That's new this year for the Rucker League.
Yes.
So if the fans at home don't know, which I don't know how you could know by now, because if you listen to this, most likely you've listened to a couple more of these. 1 through 6 make the playoffs. 7 through 10 have to do a play-in, which is, I'm going to have the graphic right up here. It's 7 and 8 playing each other to go play the Wolves. And then the loser 7 and 8 goes down here to play 9 and 10. The winner of 9 and 10 I'm talking over myself now. The loser 7 and 8 plays the winner of 9 and 10 to go play the Black Panthers.
What happens to the loser of 9 and 10?
Banished from the Rucker League.
Gone.
They take off their jerseys, their spectators, their fans.
They're gone.
They're gone.
So I want to talk about the 7 and 8 game first.
Yes.
Right? So, well, let's actually just talk about teams that are in the playoffs that know their opponents. Let's just touch on that first.
Yeah. 100%.
Because so you guys, the Hunters, are taking on the Suns, right?
Yes, we are.
Now you're coming off of not a good weekend.
Terrible weekend.
Not at all.
I forgot how bad this felt to lose games.
No Canadian professor.
No Canadian professor. That really hurt. That really, really hurt without Jordan.
But you did have Greg, Atlee. Was Karsten there?
Karsten was there.
He was there. I just don't remember seeing him, I guess.
I think last week when you asked me, would we be in the same spot without Jordan Peterson? And, at the end of the day, I said we would be. Well, I know what I said is that he helps a lot. That's what I said, that he helps a lot. But I tried to play it off I don't know. I just don't want anybody in the league thinking that we fleeced the league, because I do believe that he was a third-round pick equivalent. But I think he might have seen them and be like, let's see how they do without me. And Jordan, we did bad. We want you back, dude. Yeah. We went 0-3. We played Colt Landers. We played Ethan Lane.
Confirmed shooter.
Insanely hard. We needed another hard dude to stop Ethan Lane.
And then who was your third game?
And then we played Quincy Berland in the Lions.
Good time.
Confirmed good times. So we had the confirmed shooter, confirmed hard, and the confirmed good time.
Yep.
All we had to play.
You guys see how we have a plan, right?
Yeah.
We were going to come back to that. That's why we set that up at the beginning.
That was a nice lob to come to this moment. But we have all that confirmed, and the Suns were confirmed 3-0 this past weekend, and that's who we play.
And yes, we kind of already touched on the fact that we've touched on in previous episodes that perfect weather, the Suns are going to be hard to stop.
Yeah.
What did we have this last weekend?
Perfect weather. Suns
So
are good on a sunny day.
and adding Big E to just basically catch and shoot. I know he had some shots that were a little long, but
And don't forget though about Lil Danny, Connor Danielson.
yeah.
Remember how he wanted to be traded at the beginning of the season? He wasn't getting very many minutes. He wasn't playing very confidently. That kid has emerged. He is so quick. He gets to the rack. He's so good around the bucket. He'll get shots up. He'll hit shots. And then we even talked about earlier, Caden Stetler, defensive menace. Yeah, and then he also, I remember I took stats for one of their games. He had like 6 assists. Like he's a great passer. This Suns team, what they lack in height, they make up for in like everything else on the court. This is going to be, in my opinion, I don't know. I also like your Storm Polars matchup, which we'll touch on. But this is going to be a phenomenal series that I could definitely see going. It's a best of 3. I could see it going to 3. Now, as a Hunters player, I hope we take care of it in 2. But we cannot overlook this Suns team, which is phenomenal. And Walker's taking the HRL cat.
Because he's wasting away. Look how skinny he is. He's skin and bones.
Skin and bones.
Okay.
And he's taking out the cat like he wants to take out the Storm in this next playoff matchup that is confirmed. Now, the Storm coming off a 3-0 weekend where we told you that Cole Landers confirmed shooter. LB, he's a shooter. Why did you put this upon the league? We'll see if Walker and the boys can defend Colt Landers' just tyranny of offense that he's been going on lately.
Yeah, the last time we played the Storm, it was bad. Now, granted, we didn't have Bryden. It was Jeffy, me,
Max Giannis?
No. Was it Bennett? I can't remember who we had, but Wilson Storhoff could not miss a shot to save his life. And then that was the day that we got rained out. So we played our first game. We were the only game to complete outside before we had to head over to the...
Yeah, you guys had Kane that day because we played you guys that same day. I remember that.
Did we have Kane?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's unimportant though.
Jeffy Kane and me were the team that day, and we just got absolutely annihilated in that game. Obviously having Bryden back is going to be getting Bryden back this weekend was huge. I mean, going 2-1, beating the Black Panthers was big for us. So yeah, I'm glad we don't have to play this Sunday because I think this weekend we're gonna have one.
We think about having one this weekend.
Thinking about having one this weekend.
Oh wow!
Houston Hoedown Day softball tournament.
Go support the boys and think about having one as well this weekend.
I know I already talked. Wyatt Breezer might be coming because I think he wants to have one too.
If you had the weekend off,
I mean,
might think about having one. And as I've told you, it's my birthday this weekend.
Oh yeah,
maybe I'll think about having one.
I think about having one.
I think we all, except if you're in the playing tournament, maybe don't think about having one.
Yeah,
or maybe think about having one at the playing tournament.
So teams that are in the playing tournament, that 7 and 8 game, right? We've got the Red Raiders taking on the Lions. Now, Red Raiders were red hot this weekend, not so much. They went 1-2, but their only win came against the Wolves.
Yeah, I mean,
now it was a barn burner.
Yes, it was. Yeah, and I mean, what scares me, and not necessarily in this game particularly, which I would assume the Red Raiders will win for reasons we're going to get to in a second, did you see how many offensive rebounds they gave up at the end of that game?
Oh my gosh.
This team is not big. And I don't think they had Jose in at the end either.
No.
I think they didn't have Mason Herkamp.
Yeah, it was they were running with Will Parker and Mason Herkamp. Obviously, Jeremy, their Energizer Bunny, was gone this weekend. Thoughts and prayers. We don't know what happened, but you just weren't here. So thoughts and prayers, obviously.
Doesn't need to be a bad thing to give thoughts and prayers to somebody.
Yeah, I'm just keeping you in my thoughts, Jeremy.
But it scares me with how small this Red Raiders team is going to play a team like the Black Panthers or the Wolves. With that being said, though, they gave the Wolves a game and they won it. And if they beat the Lions, they play the Wolves in that first round matchup, which I think would be an electric series.
It would be electric. Will Harvey can shoot the ball, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes. He was wearing a
And
headband, which, as I know and many other players know around the league, increases your shooting percentages by like 10% at least.
yeah, interesting. Uh, I wish we had the stats on that of exactly how much, because it's at least 10%.
It's at least 10%. I mean, I'm lowballing it too. But
But then Parker Storhoff, obviously a dog out there, right? The defensive player of the year last year.
most likely going to be it this year. Bryden is giving him a run for his money, but with amount of games played.
Yep. So, but on the flip side, Red Raiders taking on the Lions. Now, we don't want to count our chickens before they're hatched, but you had mentioned that you think the Red Raiders are going to win. Why did you say you think the Red Raiders are going to win that one?
Because Quincy Berlin might prematurely be having one before the playoffs. Now, I don't know what he's having, but he is not going to be in town for this upcoming week. I know the Lions wanted to get this game pushed back because you want your star player. Not only do not have Quincy Berlin, I'm pretty sure they don't have Grant Kennedy as well.
Rough.
And then I'm pretty sure they don't have Jack Loston as well.
Rough.
So now I know you see me counting right now, and that's 3 guys. How many guys are on a team? How many guys do they have left? 2 guys. You can't play with 2 guys.
Kale and Maddox.
Which, I mean, maybe they could do it with just 2 guys, but we don't do that in the playoffs. We're better than that as a league.
Who's gonna be their third? Is Boobs coming out of retirement?
No. We cannot allow that. They might go on an absolute rampage if he did.
Is Eric Wilder gonna be the Jackie Moon player owner?
I wish. I wish. No, the Lions front office gave him a call and go, there's a guy who's on our roster this season.
Oh.
There's a guy that said that he could maybe help us out, who has worn that Lions jersey before.
Oh.
Our man, Peyton Olsen, is coming out of medical retirement against his doctor's wishes to play in one game, and he told me 1 game only.
1 game only against the doctor's wishes.
Against the doctor's wishes.
Certified medical doctor giving him the prognosis saying, if you ever play on this ankle again, you're risking death.
Most
we
likely.
could have, I mean, if he rolls his ankle again, they might have to chop it off and he might become a pirate.
I mean, I think he'd be a pretty cool pirate, but I don't know if he has that hardness that Ethan Lane would be good at pirate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think Peyton Olsen might be a little too kind to be a pirate.
Well, we hope, Peyton, you need to put that ankle brace on, get that thing nice and tight. Don't let that thing move. And just be careful out there. But Peyton Olsen coming out of retirement to get that line, try his best to help those Lions beat the Red Raiders and propel them, get Quincy Berlin back, and take on the Wolves.
I know he loves the Lions.
Yes.
This man is a Lion lifer. He's a one jersey type of guy.
Yeah, obviously.
And
basically like the Udonis Haslam.
Yes.
Rucker.
Exactly. And I think that we're gonna see him play.
Really.
Not really. Not really. Udonis Haslam without the rings or the team success or the personal success or just that swagger. We could go down, but we don't need to we don't need to do that to pay Bales. But I think that he will have not a Udonis Haslam type game, but a LeBron James type game to propel the Lions. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to fall off that next game. Which then, if they lose, he can't just play the 1 game only. He's going to have to play 2 games because they're going to have to play the winner of our next matchup, which is
the Knights and the Gators.
Gators. We forget this. Your previous team this season, the Gators. You almost were in this matchup.
We went to Benir if I was still on the team, but that's besides the point.
It's possible.
No chance. Anyways, the Knights didn't have the best weekend. I believe they were 1-2 as well.
Yes.
But who did their win come against? I just saw it. Anyways, the Knights get a win, and I'm still blanking on who they got their win against.
Was it no, it would have been the Lions. Was it against the Black Panthers?
No, we were the Black Panthers only loss.
Yeah. It was against the Wolves. It wasn't against us. I think the Lions played both the Hunters and the Storm and the Black Panthers
Either way,
against the Red Raiders, maybe.
it might have been. But the Knights, obviously, Matt Lutz said, I'm going to blow up this team. I'm going to shock the league. And he did exactly that. They didn't have Clayton Shopsky this weekend.
Mm-mm.
He was gone. But the Knights, you know, they were kind of doing some stuff. I still think that they're the new age Knights, right? The bunch of young guys. Actually, what's like one of the first things you said to me when you got here? Who you drove by Rucker and
Ooh, Parker Wongan.
mm-hmm,
Young Parker Wongan,
young
Philip
Parker.
Parker Wongan was out there getting some work in.
Yeah.
He knows he has a big playoff game. He brought his boys out there. Shout out Matthew McCormick. Shout out Max Giannis. Is that whatever his name is? Shout out whoever else was there. They were out there getting some work in. Like I drove by the Quick Trip and I saw like over the hills and everything. I saw some shots going up. I swung around the block to see who it was. So I think Parker Wongan might be thinking about having one this weekend.
Might be thinking about having one. He does not want to get eliminated by the Gators. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, but the Gators didn't have the best season. Gators might potentially still be cursed. The Gators also don't have. We have to maybe do a little bit more investigating on this, but John Pressman didn't play this last week because he broke his finger. Is he going to play this week? Who knows?
I mean, I think he did say that the team is better without him right now because he really cannot do anything on the court with that broken finger on his right hand.
Yeah, it's a right hand that he is right hand dominant. Tried doing. He said he made 1 3 the week before, but it just wasn't there for him.
Yeah.
So the Gators, Knights, that is win or go home, or
the first win or go home game of the year.
Win or take your jersey off and
turn it into Zach.
Yeah, turn it in. That's gonna basically, that game is going to have the first team that your Rucker season is done, and it's crazy that we're already at this point.
It can be emotional.
So
you might see some tears shed.
So for the Gators, though, obviously they're not going to go down without a fight, right? Like
No.
Ryan Holman has been playing. I don't know if you kind of looked at his stats last couple weeks. I believe he had like a 12.3 rebound game or something the other.
Solid. I do believe that his stats have been increasing the last couple of weeks, which you want to peak at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%.
And don't forget, the Gators went 1-2, and who was that one win against?
You'll have to remind me.
It was against the Knights.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't particularly close.
Did the Knights even get double-digit points?
They did not.
What was the final score?
21-9. They were close. This
Yikes.
isn't a series, folks. This is win or go home. This is 1 game to 21. Not even win by 2. We might see a 20-20 game winner.
Yeah.
Father Time style. It's gonna be really interesting. I'm really excited for this game because I think either one of these teams could come out on top. Now, being that John's out, I would give the Knights the upper hand. I think Torgie's been playing well. I think Rylan Ristow had. I mean, I thought Rylan Ristow, he's had a great season. After that first weekend, though, I mean, he came out. He put up like 30-something points in that first weekend. It's like, this dude's a dude. This dude's going to be first team All HRL. Not going to be first team All HRL. Might be one of the teams All HRL. He's a good player. Could he come out and have 13 points against his Gators team?
There is a possibility, but one reason I would also give the Knights a little bit more of the upper hand is because they have depth. They have players that can sub in, where the Gators, if John isn't going to play, which, I mean, if he is going to be out there, he's obviously limited.
Yeah.
He's just kind of to take up. You have to respect it because John can also play left-handed.
Yeah.
But they're going to have Brady, Logan Ilg, and Ryan Holman. I know you may be saying, well, if you want to count John, that's 4. Aren't they supposed to have 5 people on their team?
Yeah, where's their 5th guy? Who is their 5th guy?
Bum-ass Hayden Erickson doesn't show up for the Polars, says he wants a trade. So what does 77 do? Sends him to the worst team in the league at the time. Hayden Erickson shows up, maybe 2 weeks for him?
Yeah.
And he says, nah, we suck. Just quits on his team.
Yeah, I mean, I've known Hayden Anderson for a long time. Don't want to talk smack on him, but Hayden, I'm sure you're not watching this.
No, no
But
chance.
it's not a good look for you, buddy.
Hopefully somebody can clip this and send it to him and be like, "Hey man, you talked all this crap in the group chat and then you get to this team, they decide to send, I would say, the heart and soul of the team, right? To another one and
Seems like it served the Polars well. You guys are in the playoffs.
yeah, and here they are in last place and basically got Logan Ilg out of the trade. And Logan Ilg, a good player, but they basically just eliminated depth right there
Yeah,
and not having John. And John, who, in my opinion, arguably has to be like a top 20 player in HRL history.
history.
And unfortunately, for stats wise, would put him in the top 20, but record wise, he's just on the bottom.
So, speaking of like top 20 players in HRL history, like that gets me thinking. Like, I wonder where he would rank. Like, who? There's been so many good players, especially this season. Like, who's even in the top 20 in HRL history?
Well, okay, so I'm just gonna. Are we're counting players that started this year?
Yes, I think you have to. I mean, obviously the year's not finished,
Because
but
yeah,
but like we have a couple guys that certified good time, certified shooter, and certified hard.
all of them have got to
All of them
be.
got to be in the top 20.
So then you have those three, and then if you want to do like the top five or first five players that I would count in, obviously Zach and obviously Jace Keeney. So there's five players right there. There's still 15 other spots to fill.
Now I know the man from the land down under is listening to this, and don't
Mm-hmm.
think we forgot about you.
Oh, we didn't forget about you.
Just one more year, and you can make it on there. I'm just joking. Gundo's obviously in that list.
And yeah, we're not. We're just those were three players that we were naming. We named the other two. Gundo obviously he's got to be a top. He's probably a top five player all time. So now we're sitting at six players.
Who's your Mount Rushmore? Just gotta know who's your Mount Rushmore of HRL players.
Jace, Zach, Gundo. One's got to argue. You can make a case for Father Time. You could make a case for Riley Means.
You can make a case for Logan
You
Baylor.
can make a case for Logan Corson. But there's another player right there. Okay, so let's think. In no particular order, greatest Rucker players of all time, right? We already named six players that have got to be on the list at somewhere of Jace, Zach, Gundo, Colt, Ethan, Quincy. Who else? Logan Corson's on that list for sure. He's got to be
100%.
somewhere on there.
Obviously, we said John Pressman's got to be on there.
John Prestman obviously is on there. Riley Means has got to be on there. You've got to be on there.
Then
Father Time.
Jay Brink's also got to be on there.
Absolutely.
Trying
to think of teams in the past that have just had
HRL champion Logan Wilder.
Oh, absolutely. You cannot forget about Booze.
And then you maybe have to put, the other HRL champion, Luke Hellickson, could be on there.
Luke Hellickson does have a case.
Certified, not a Harmony Record League player, but is he top 20 of all time?
He might be. Here's another champion that I don't want to forget that dropped 21 points. He had a 50-point weekend. You have to include. Now, this was pre-77, so we will refer to him by his government name at the time of Nate Hogrud. But we now refer to him as 77's got to be on there.
77's got to be on there. Oh, that was an awesome moment. I remember taking stats, I think, for 2 of those games when he was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, it just almost brings me to tears to think about I was part of that moment. Talking to him like, hey, you're this many points away from 50. Because he'd never been done before. And he went and he nutmegged the dude. And then I don't know if this was for the 50th, but I remember him nutmegging the dude and going up and getting a bucket. And I remember when he hit 50, we had the whole court standing around. Those are just nostalgic HRL moments right there. 77, aka Nate Hogrud, aka a top 20 player of all time.
Has to be. And here's a fun fact. So Nate Hoggerud, amongst company of players to score 21 points in a game, do you know whose head he dropped 21 points on?
Was it? I have no idea.
It was me.
Oh,
I mean, I know I started off guarding him and then we switched it. And
Speaking of, you have the stats to be a top 20 player of all time.
Just rebounds, I would say.
Rebounds matter too, though.
Yeah. I mean, I could maybe make a case to crack the 20th spot, but
I think that case could definitely be made.
But there's a lot of other players that I believe are better deserving, like thinking of years past, right? Carson Keeney. We've talked about him earlier. He's got to be on that. Trey Matheson.
Oh, 100%.
Is on that list. Sam Roosted.
Josh Peters. Wyatt Breezer. Oh my goodness. Bryce Corson could be on that list. He was an assist dude for a long time as well.
If we're going to talk brothers, Jeffy could maybe make an argument to crack in there. And
True.
then we could have all three Hoggard brothers in there.
I mean, think about dudes who had been a top 5 scorer at one point in their career. Like, oh, you know who I'm thinking of.
Think back to I'm thinking old day Rucker players. There's Alex Sickink is out there.
Yeah.
Matt Lutz was flirting with stuff. Here's crazy pull for you, right? At one point in time, averaging 8.3 points per game.
It's not easy.
For the Gators. Mythological pull, a name you probably haven't even heard because he lives in another country right now.
Is he really?
Gunnar Benson, at one point in time, was averaging 8.3 points per game. Does he crack top 20? Maybe not.
Probably not, but that's crazy.
But that might be a trivia question for somebody coming up. The trivia that we had a bunch of questions that we never really asked people.
We want to keep them ready for it.
But I'm just trying to think of other players that, names that we're forgetting, like Jacob Wood.
Adley Hirschberger, he was on the last top 20 list.
Adley Hirschberger. There's just so many
Q-Trip.
Who does have the all-time blocks.
If you're leading all-time in anything.
There would be a riot if Q-Trip got in the
We're
top
not
20.
making the list right now. We're just going over it. And guess what? I mean, I think we're going to have some help making this list.
Oh?
I think that the people at home watching this are going to give us their feedback.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to compile that feedback
in the comments below on this video. Start dropping names who you think deserves to be on the top 20 greatest Rucker players of all time.
And shout out Anthony Keeney, by the way. When we asked for a comment last time, only dude to go drop a comment in our comment section.
Only person to do it.
He said Quincy Berlin's song, the theme track to his life, is Pink Pony Club by Chaperone.
Yep.
And then it played at the Rucker. Somebody put it on the speakers at the Rucker. That was pretty funny. I think that we should do it in a sense that we on our store we go, who's your top 5 players of all time, and then whoever the top 5 we get most of, we put that top 5, and then we just keep on kind of maybe going a list like that. We just count up who gets the most votes, then we can put that in some type of list. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out for you guys, but we want some help. So we want to know who the top 20 best players of all time is. The last time this list was done was after year 2.
I mean, the fact that at the time I was
14,
you were 13 and I was 14.
Yeah.
I mean, it just kind of tells you how things were at the time and how much more elevated the game is now of great players that we have in this league.
So many phenomenal players.
So, yeah, definitely we're going to get something on Instagram for sure about, obviously in the comments below, start dropping names. Be a friend, tell a friend, get every single... How could we forget? Downtown Corey
Brown.
Oh! I mean, dude went on a run there for a while. We should have some other lists of like most obscure Rucker players of all time, biggest busts in Rucker. Well, Haiti Williams.
Haiti Williams.
But that's another thing we should do. We should just go through the archives, find pictures of just randomly post it of like obscure Rucker players.
Name this Rucker player.
Gunnar Benson.
Right?
Like
Trevor Hirschberger.
Dawson Wilder. Just like obscure people that it's like, oh my gosh, I forgot you played in the Rucker.
We should put them like in like grainy black and white too, so it looks like an old photograph. It looks like we pulled out like the 60s or 40s, 50s, whatever.
But we're gonna focus on the top 20 list right now, greatest Rucker players of all time. So start brainstorming, start sharing this. Get all your friends to basically make a case on why you think so and so should be on the list of the top 20 greatest Rucker players of all time. Later, which is when this episode drops, so later today, we're going to have the first ever play-in tournament for the Rucker League. Red Raiders, Lions, Knights, Gators. It's going to be a good one. I think that's going to really do it for us here at Inside Harmony Rucker League. This was a fun one. This was a good one. I'm excited for later today.
Should we do maybe something live from the Rucker?
We might have, if I'm there. Again, we have a softball tournament.
And you might be thinking about having one.
Well, Sunday we'll definitely tone her down. But if we're playing, we're not going to be here.
Of course.
So now the question, what if we do end up making a championship game? Is the commissioner going to be there? Tune in this Sunday to the Harmony Rucker League live from Rucker Park in Harmony, Minnesota. That's going to do it for us. Episode 10 in the books. Inside Harmony Rucker League boys out.